Welcome back, everyone, for another episode of Orc and Hat Play Modded Minecraft Nomad Mode. Now, it's been a little bit of a break. There's been a little one tech problem after another, but I think we should be back for now. I'm going to try to record an episode today and see what we can do. Now, last time we were playing around with these stirrups here, and I think we can do more with them. We last time tried to fly a cow, a pig, and a spider. But I want to see what else we can fly today. Now, the first stop is to try to ride a villager. See what we can do with that. However, I did notice that we had... this was actually a village we skipped during the tragic death of Sir Hoofington. And we find along the way diamond horse armor, which we can use to better equip Sir Hoofington. But let's see if we can get a nice villager who we don't necessarily care about. Here we go. How about a cleric? Okay, we cannot do that directly. It looks like we get thrown off when we try to ride a villager. So it looks like it isn't any. It is not any entity that we can ride. So no riding villagers yet. Oh, we were going to need this in a little bit. So let's see what else we can find. And here we have chickens. I am curious to see if we can ride them, and if we'll have any sort of unusual effects from their usual, their usual slow fall ability. So let's. Okay, looks like we can ride a chicken. Let's go up in the air. Okay, we are rising up just fine. Seems to work. Can we go down? I don't think we can go down. This is like the cow. This is actually a pretty efficient mount. We are. Oh yeah, and there's our. We're really near our first ender portal, by the way. Yeah, this is a really efficient mount. We can just fly around. Now, the health isn't so great. Ooh. Well, I just got off of it by mistake. I was going to try to see if I could drive it into the ground, but that's alright. Now, these right here, I'm pretty sure... Oh, we should actually probably try on these instead. Let me get back to... There we are. Let's get a rabbit. Here, rabbit. This is probably going to hurt. Okay. We were riding a rabbit, which is actually pretty fun. We're just hopping around. It's ridiculous looking. Okay. Now let's try to ride the rabbit up into the sky. Alright, rabbit's going up pretty fast. Alright, now let's see if we can go down. We can go down. Let's see if we can stop that. Alright. Going back up. Now, I think... Yes, that does not do well for the rabbit. Okay, we're getting some monsters. They're not the monsters that we're looking for, though. Looks like monsters with melee attacks will just melee attack us. And I'm not going to even try the creeper. That's just a recipe for disaster. All it needs to be is near us. Yeah, the spider's able to hit us just fine even while we're flying around in the air. What we're looking for instead... Actually, I wonder what happens when you fly something without a melee attack. So let's kill one skeleton. And then try to fly the other one. And see if it's able to... Okay, it is definitely able to shoot us. Okay. Let's try it one last time. Okay, yeah, that's unfortunate. Alright, well. So no riding skeletons. I wonder about other monsters that have ranged attacks, though. But first, there's one last thing we need to try in this world before we go on any crazy adventure. Oh, we're getting some lag again. Before we go on any crazy adventure, let me see if I can find an Enderman. Now, Endermen are melee monsters that also teleport. And that would be, well, very bad if it were to attack us. So they do a good amount of damage. Fortunately, they only attack you if you look at them. And wearing a pumpkin, like this. Okay, we are now mounted on the Enderman. We should probably fly up. Oops, my mistake. Okay. Let's try and get on the Enderman again. Okay, we are on the Enderman. Now, let's activate Goodbye Horses. Fly up in the air. Okay, we are flying Enderman. Alright. Now, one thing that occurred to me is there's something that... I wonder what happens when we hit water. Okay, we're going to try to slowly descend to water. This might teleport. I don't think that's going to teleport us as well. But we can see. Alright. Oh, it prevents the Enderman from teleporting away. Interesting. So this is a pretty good way to kill Endermen by drowning them. Alright, let's go up into the sky. Let me see if gliding will help. There we go. Alright, I'm going to eat a little bit. There we are. And I believe it's cork that adds the ability to see your food bar while riding on a horse, usually. But, hello, Enderman. Alright. Let me see. These don't seem to go up so well. Looking straight up. Okay, alright. We're up above the clouds. Now that we're already mounted on it, let's see what happens if we just take off our pumpkin hat. We're not looking directly at it, so I think we're still fine. Alright, let's head on over down this way. That's interesting. And see what happens when we hit the ground. Now we've got the glider on. So in theory, the Enderman might survive this. No, the Enderman did not survive this. Alright. Glider off. There we go. Oops, wrong thing. There we are. Okay, well, that's a way to kill Enderman. There's a bunch of other ways. We didn't get our looting bonus, unfortunately. Hard to aim in this mode. Alright, so. Enderman work as a mount. I think the chickens had the best sort of utility for them. But there's something else I want to try to do. And don't worry, we're not going to the Nether forever. But there's a few special monsters that I want to try riding around on that are, well, only found in the Nether. Okay, we are in the Nether. I don't think we've flown around on this side of the portal. Oh yeah, I remember my precarious walkway of doom. Oh, it's been a while since we've been up in this area. So I think we should be fine as long as we don't get hit by too many blaze fireballs. To just fly around with our glider. Ah, and here is exactly what we were looking for. Now let's see if I can get close enough. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright. Okay. This is a bit unfortunate. But in theory... Ow. We were actually riding, and it wasn't able to target us. It just, you know... We just... Ow. Flew into a ceiling. I'm going to stop stuff. This is getting a little dangerous. Alright, there we go. But yes, that is a potential mount. We definitely need to make some corrections to our flight spell because, well, it's a flight spell. It pushes us up to counteract the force of gravity, and that thing is unaffected by the force of gravity. And also, I think moving around on its own and whatnot, too. Oh, there it is. Okay, we should head back to our precarious portal. I think we have tested what we need to today. I mean, I guess one thing we can do. There we go. We can fly with pigmen. I guess pigs are flying again. Let me see. Where is the portal? Another portal B. Let me just get off this thing. Oh, that's far away. Okay. We've also got a bit of a 7-league boot thing going on. Oh, one of those evil chickens. Ooh. Okay, but yeah, let me head back after killing this chicken. And then we've got our next project for today. So we're going to try to get a new source of power called a 0-point extractor, which apparently can give you more power the lower it is in the ground. Right now we are at a height of 2, so I think this might be a useful thing. Now, to make this, we need to make some hyper diamonds, which involve, well, blowing up some graphite. So I figured what better way to blow up some graphite than to fix, finally, Dr. Strangelove. Alright, so before we had the trick blaze. Let's see. Let's do the trick explode instead. Position, same as before, and power. Let's try 0.001. Okay, let me load up a spell bullet and get this going. There was Dr. Strangelove. Here we go. And we can test this out on the graphite dust. Be back in a moment with our new dust to test on and see if we can make some diamonds. Now, there's actually 2 separate types of graphite dust in Hermit Pack. One which is found by, I believe, some like high quality graphite ore, or what it's called, industrial grade graphite ore, which is a rare find, I believe, at low Z levels. The other one is made by smelting coal up and then grind it up. And so we're going to try both and see if either of them can be made into these diamonds. It doesn't actually specify, but it probably only works on the ones that are done with the mod. So let's get some range and then fire some TNT at this. Okay, that was not enough force right there. I believe I have, just so we can get this started, I have my flint and steel here, don't I? Alright, I think I might have also aimed it up too high. I was using the whole set fire above the block. Okay, there we go. Manually setting off the TNT this time. Alright. So we got 2 hyper diamonds. And, well, 2 diamonds. But yes, no, it looks like the other stuff didn't survive. So I'm probably going to have to mine more of that industrial grade graphite ore, and I'll be back in a bit. Alright, I found some. Not sure if it's going to be enough. Looks like it might be in coal pockets. I'm going to keep looking, try to get some more. Yeah, I got 3 graphite dust. That might actually be enough. So I think we should have enough hyper diamonds for now, but let's try to finish fixing Dr. Strangelove. So we don't need this vector sum at all, so we can just get rid of this. Yeah, because that just upped it by 2. So let's try explode and have the position be the entity position of our focal point, and then 0.01 or 0.001 is the lowest value we can have. We'll see if this is enough to set off TNT or not. Alright, let me get the updated Dr. Strangelove up and going, and then we can try exploding more diamonds. Alright, here we are. I probably should have done one of the closer ones, but I still want to save that for now. You can also make spell drives to save these things. Alright, then let's head on back. I don't actually want to set off explosives in our little base as of yet. So this will do for an explosive spot to begin with. So we've got 3 of graphite dust. I would have preferred another one, but it's being elusive right now. We're going to need 1 TNT. Let's just get all of it. And try to use Dr. Strangelove again. Okay, that was not enough explosive force. So I'm going to start doing experiments to see how much explosive force it takes to set off some TNT. In the meantime, I want some diamonds, so going to do this the old-fashioned way again. There we go. There we are, and we did get our diamonds, didn't we? Oh, there they are. Oh, they almost fell in the lava. That was a bit of a launch there. Okay, so we've got our diamonds. I'm going to assemble everything else. The crafting is a little bit fiddly, but I think we can get it done without too much difficulty. All right, it requires various parts, including these qubit crystals, which then require ender crystals. These drop, I think, occasionally from endermen. You can also make them with an ender pearl with 4 nether quartz around it. And so I'll make a few of those. I think I'm going to need 3. And that should hopefully get us all of the ones of the ender crystals that we need. Then we are going to need, let me see, 12, 14 of the qubit crystals, 7 each. So I'm going to make a few of these. I don't actually need to show all this. There we are. We got 14 of those. Now the next thing we need to make is these qubit clusters. I think this can be used for energy storage. Qubit clusters are going to need some gold casings. So we need 12 of those. So we're getting 15 gold casings. That shouldn't be too bad. All right, we've got our paper and gold nuggets. Let's see if we can make this thing. Okay, advanced circuit. Then advanced circuit. Isn't so bad if you've got some auto crafting set up, I suppose. Okay, but here we are. 1 0-point extractor. I was thinking of making more, but after that, I think this is good. Now, this should, in theory, generate energy from nothing, which I suppose is a bit cheesy, but I mean, it's, you know, there's windmills, and solar power, and whatnot, and we're taking advantage of the environment that we have right now. So I'm going to, it also might damage us, so we're going to see about that. Get rid of this quartz slab. And I'm going to just try to put this down right here and see what happens. Okay, well this is generating 149 RF per tick for just being there. Oh, I feel a little bit dirty. Yeah, it's faster than our undeath generator is creating, so I guess we're just making that energy from the void. However, the main thing I wanted this for, let me see if I can reconnect this. That's going to be a enhanced energy conduit. I think I've got those still. Oh, it's a horrible mess. There we go. Is to start this up again. Actually loses power. That's how much energy this thing generates to... Alright, well, I'll keep this running for now, and negative 11 RF per tick. Eventually we can build more of these if we really want to. Of course, we'll have to find a use for all this hydrogen oxygen eventually. But there's something better we can use with a bunch of power coming in, and I'm going to destroy a few things and get a few things set up and make some rearrangements around here. Do a bit of redecorating. We're going to be moving our Britannia upstairs as well. It's still going. A decent amount of mana now. And we can move that around with the mana tablet. But, yes, let me see about redecorating and getting us a little bit set up with something a little bit prettier and, you know, maybe more fitting for this space. Alright, I've started to revise some things, and this probably looks pretty bad right now, but I want to show a block I was going to be using to add to all this. This is mana glass. Basically, you just drop glass in mana. It uses some mana, but not a huge amount. I guess we are seeing it go down visibly at this point, but we just made an entire stack of the stuff. So, going down visibly isn't so bad, and it still looks pretty good. But this... It's a nice glass without a, you know, annoying pattern texture. And you can't tell here, but it does shed light. which is always nice to have in a block. It works really well with most builds, and we can see the Spectre stuff through it. So I'm going to play around with some more and see what we can do with Mana Glass, Midori, and then the blue hardened clay and various other bits. I'll be back in a little bit. So I'm going to want to do a bit with slabs, but there's no slabs for Mana Glass. There's no slabs for Bone Block, to my knowledge. We've got Midori and we've got the clay and quartz, but just kind of incomplete. Fortunately, there is Chisel Bits. I'm sure many of you have seen this already. But basically, we can cut down on blocks. Now, let's see. What were the... Is it Alt? Yes, here we go. Alt. Lets us cut down plane. Now, let me see. Is it right-click or... There we go. There we go. We just cut down 64. The Mana Glass is not quite as big, or not quite as tall as the rest of the Mana Glass. Now, with that, I believe actually we want some wool to store all these things in, because you might have noticed how I just picked up a good amount of chiseled Mana Glass right there. Now, I think I can do with this with any bit. It might just be stone. So just take one of these bits here, and then surround in wool, and that should get us a bit bag. There we go, bit bag. And this should store... It's like a bag like, you know, we use for everything else, except specifically for bits. And, oh yes, when you press shift, these show what block they actually are. Okay. Oh wow, and it stacks it a little bit better. This goes up to 191. It's probably maybe 256 or something in total, the cap for it, and we can just delete the contents and whatnot. And I guess hold item filtered. That's nice. But with that, let's carve this down to get to a point that we like. Oh, we still have some left in here. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So, I think I just want one higher than a slab. Yeah, that looks maybe one or two higher. Okay, one higher than a slab right there. Okay. And did it not go in there automatically? I guess it didn't. Alright, with that, I believe there's a way to do a template. Positive, negative chisel template. How do we make that? Alright, water, paper, and redstone. I think we can do that. 1 second. I think... Okay, and I think we can just do... There we are. And it carves it for us. Let's do that there for now. So now we have our not quite slab glass block. Now, I think there's something we want to do. And that is a positive chisel design. All right, we're going to need same sort of setup, but with lapis instead. Oh, yep, there we go. So now we can store this as a design. Then, I believe Chisel Bit Mana Glass, I can put this down somewhere. Maybe right here. Now that's just a single Mana Glass, but I think I can apply the positive template, and there we are. And so that's using up all the bits we cut off from here. So with the two of those, we can get basically save all our glass. And this should still be glowing. It's hard to tell because it seems this realm is naturally lit. But we can do some more experience later in more normal realms. We got a bit of glass going there, and we can see the spectral stuff through it. All right, I'm going to get back to decorating, but I just want to show you all what you could do with that. All right, I've laid down more cable, so we can have a series of machines up here and also up above. And we can just keep on running cable up along this corner here. Probably eventually make it so it hits, well, most of the corners at least. It's not going to be hitting that corner for a reason that will become obvious soon enough. But the cable doesn't look that great. I want to cover it up. Fortunately, there's the Ender IO painter machine. Let me see if we can get the right one. Painting machine. Okay, so we need some electrical steel, some nether quartz, a diamond, and machine chassis. I think we've got things to make the machine chassis at least. Let's make one of these. Machine chassis. Oh, we made a piston, didn't we? Yeah, I forgot to double click. Okay, one of these. Now, let's make one of these. Oh, we're out of iron bars. Okay. Strange. Alright, more iron bars it is then. Simple enough. Alright, now let's make one of these. Okay. Let me gather up the rest of the supplies, make sure we have the quartz. Alright, and that should be everything. And there is our painting machine. I could put that anywhere, but let's put it with the Ender machine, so let's just stick it right there. So, we put the block that we're painting from there, and the block we're trying to paint there. Now, we were trying to make conduit facades. Let me see, how do we make those? Well, there. Let me look up that separately. Okay, so an 8 of that. I don't know if we're going to have enough, but we can start. Yeah, let me craft a bunch of those and get ready. Alright, not enough for all of what I have in mind, but enough to at least demonstrate what I'm planning. So we can put the conduit facades in here, and we can start to paint them. And we can paint them as a bone block. And it's going to take a little bit of time. I'm going to see if we have any more capacitors. But yeah, basically it makes the conduit facades look like a bone block. But then we can take this and then do things like this and hide the cables. Unfortunately, it's going to be facing up, I think. So it might not be ideal, but we can go with it for now. It'll look good on the corner at least. But with that, we should be able to hide all of this. There we are. And then it looks more like what we have going on over here. Now, when you have a cable selected, I don't know if I have any cable. Yeah, I don't have any on me. When you have cables or the right tool selected, it will show the cables underneath, so you don't have to worry about losing them forever. Also, I believe if you break this block, it will not break the conduit. It'll just break the facade. But with that, we can start to structure, I guess, the hiding all of our cables. Alright, well, I've done more visions on things, starting to, I guess, make patterns between the white, well, the various whites, the purple and the green and the clear on the ground. I'm starting to like what I've got right here, at least. I'm starting to put bone pillars up. These are, of course, fake bone pillars. They convey power. This is an actual thing. It's going to be a special corner where we're going to put our elevator. In the meantime, we're, you know, going up things the old-fashioned way. Once I'm going to let this run out of hydrogenias first, and then I'll transfer it up one floor. And I'm going to start building the Botania area up on the second floor as I get the elevator up and going. So we can go up and down between the two floors. And we can get, you know, I hope an interesting pattern down on the floor here. All our machines are going to be on this wall for at least right now, until we basically send some power back along the other walls. If we need it, that is. I'm probably going to be using not solely RF for our things. Probably going to eventually be doing some stuff with grid power. And then, of course, blood magic, Botania mana we're already using. Probably, you know, whatever other systems we can find. So it's not all going to be RF. But I think it's probably a good point to end with. So I hope you all enjoyed and have some idea of what I'm starting on. And we can get more decorating and finish up our second level of our little Fortress of Solitude next time. Good night for now. Oh, I almost forgot. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing, leaving a comment, like, dislike, just some sort of input on how you're liking this series so far. Anyway, good night for now. Orc and Hat out.